Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Sacred Sisterhood podcast. And I'm just going to apologize ahead of time. I'm in my husband's recording studio right now, which is pretty soundproof, but my downstairs neighbor is busy chopping his hedges, and I'm hoping I can edit it out. But in case I can't, and you can hear some machinery going on in the background, you know what? It's real. It's raw. This is life. It's Friday afternoon. I'm wanting to channel, and so sometimes we can't really, sometimes we just can't change the time and alignment around that. So, welcome. We are on the cusp of a very, very strong portal weekend, and so I'm feeling very jazzed up, very delicious, and really just wanting to hop on here today to kind of talk about what's going on. Just to kind of talk about what's going on energetically and why higher self-embodiment is kind of supposed to be like our utmost importance, biggest focus right now. So tomorrow we have the new moon in Cancer. We also have the summer solstice, which is the halfway point, in which it's the longest day of the year for those of us in the northern hemisphere, whereas those in the southern hemisphere, they are moving into winter. It is their shortest day of the year. And this is a very, very powerful time in regards to it being a super thin veil. And we also tomorrow is going to be the second eclipse in our 3 eclipse portal gateway that we are in. Tomorrow is a doozy. So tomorrow is June 20th. So overnight, tomorrow night is when we're going to be having the eclipse and the new moon and so forth. And we are being activated beyond anything we've ever experienced. So basically this weekend, there's going to be a Stargate that's opening that is going to be flooding the planet with ancient codes. And so I'm talking about Lemuria, Atlantis, ancient Egypt, and so forth. Plus, we're getting blasted with these beautiful and delicious freedom and bliss codes from the galactics. So our star lineages are very much here, coming online, activating within us, as well as supporting humanity in this huge transition that we're making. Because yes to COVID, yes to the protests that have been happening, this year has been incredibly transformative, and we are just getting warmed up. 2020 is going to continue to be filled with big global rocking events that is meant to happen to support in the collapse of these old systems that cannot energetically sustain anymore on the frequency that Gaia is operating at. So we're all shifting into 5th dimensional above frequencies. And so any of those systems that have been built on separation, greed, corruption, and so forth, they're dismantling now. Race is a system. The separation of race is a system. We're seeing that dismantling now. So we're going through a global healing. And as you know, in your own healing journey, it can look really, really messy as F sometimes. Like, it's not all rainbows, blissful dolphins, and butterflies. No. We know it's a lot of deep shadow work, clearing, and so forth to be able to get into that place of the bliss, the beautiful rainbows and butterflies and so forth, right? So we are seeing it on a global scale. So here's the thing, everybody. Like, you are listening to this because you are one of the beings that decided to come down to earth to help in this very moment. Because here's the thing. Us starseeds, we come from higher dimensional realities that are beautiful and peaceful and abundant and blissful and playful and connective, beautiful, beautiful planets. And we decided that we would leave that for thousands and thousands and thousands of years to come down to the density of Earth, to live out thousands of years of karmic loops, of pain, of suffering, of trauma, in order to prepare our soul into basically stack our medicine and wisdom bag that we carry within us, like the energetic, medicine bag, with all the codes and the activations and healings that we need to support Gaia and humanity for this moment, for the ascension, for us ushering in the golden age. And so it's totally badass, by the way, that you agreed to come down here to go through all of that, because you left heaven, basically, like beautiful realities to come down to the density of Earth, right? And so, as you know, as a starseed, it is very effing difficult to be in your body. You know, like we have learned that it's not safe to be in our body over and over again through different lifetimes, through traumas, through just difficult things that have happened in this life, past lives, and so forth. That because of the density of this earthly plane, we tend to kind of just hang out in the upper chakras, you know, like, whoo, we love our crown chakra, we love our third eye, we love to just go through all these stargates and, do shamanic journeying and stuff. But when it actually comes to us rooting down and being in our body, this is a practice and a focus that all starseeds and light workers have to continue, like not lifetimes. Let me rephrase that. It's something that we always need to kind of be focusing on, because if we're not focused on it, we just shoot up out of our bodies and float and go into other dimensions. But here's the thing, starseeds. We came to this planet to lay the grids of New Earth. We came to this planet to raise and elevate the consciousness of Gaia and humanity. We came to this planet to assist Gaia with her ascension. We came to this planet to collapse these programs in this false matrix of slavery, of scarcity, of poverty, of war. We came to assist with that. So in order for us to really be in our full embodiment of our higher self, to anchor these codes, anchor this light, and assist Gaia, we got to be in the vessel of our body, the vessel that our soul chose to be in, to be here. We wouldn't be here otherwise if it wasn't for our body. Our body is our vehicle, right? And so it's incredibly important that we be focusing on nourishing our body, that we be focusing on being in our body and grounding and rooting down into Gaia to support her, to send these codes down into her grid, as she is doing so much right now. Okay? So we are activating our crystalline DNA right now. Okay? So we have been operating in carbon-based DNA, and we have 12 strands of DNA, which humans only have 2 of those 12 activated. And scientists basically have said that the other 10 strands of DNA are just junk DNA. But why would God give us 10 strands of junk DNA, right? Doesn't make sense. Well, our 12 strands of DNA are crystalline structures that allow us to embody our spiritual gifts, allow us to embody our star planet lineage here on Gaia, so that we can, do things like telekinesis, I want to say teleporting. That's probably going to be coming, I don't know if in this lifetime, but I mean, it's possible. Timeline jumping, doing all our multi-dimensional shape-shifting, what is that word when you're telepathy? That's the word that I've been looking for, telepathy. So we could telepathically speak to each other, right? So that we can see through the layers and the dimensions, and we can see energies, and we can shapeshift those energies, and we can play with the grids, and we can do our healings and our activations and so forth. Right? So our crystalline structures of our DNA are activating right now. We can support that activation by eating high vibrational foods that hold light, that by drinking beautiful water that has been charged under the moon or charged under the sun, or that you have placed on Gaia for Gaia's heartbeat to infuse into her to activate, by blessing our food, by just trying to avoid like that processed food that gunks up our system, that keeps our DNA from activating. Gluten, sugar, meat, and dairy basically keeps our DNA from activating into the crystalline structures. Okay, now I'm not 100% with this. I'm not like preaching to you guys. It's a journey. I love goat cheese. I love goat cheese. And sometimes I eat gluten, sometimes I eat sugar, but just so that you're aware of some of the things that you can be doing to assist your body in these activations so that you can hold more light, be more light. Because here's the thing, we have so much density in our bodies stored in our root chakra, stored in your sacral chakra, stored in our solar plexus, that is blocking our higher self from really coming down into our body. You know, she can reside very easily up in our upper chakras with the crown and the third eye, but when it comes to her getting down, like, you know, past the heart gateway into those lower chakras of the sacral, the solar plexus and the root, there's just so much density and restriction and trauma there that her light, her frequency is too high that she can't really get in there, right? And so if this is about us really being in our bodies to assist her coming down in, right? Because our bodies are transmuting that density, transmuting that heavier energy so that we can hold more light, and we can assist our bodies and our higher selves in the process by being really present and grounded in our bodies, by drinking lots of water, by doing fasting, by meditating, by connecting with earth, by making sure that we're getting plenty of rest and making sure that we're getting good sleep, and trying not to be on screens too much, and trying not to take in TV and stuff, and just being really devoted to our ascension path, because we all play a role in what is going on right now. We all have a mission, a purpose, a unique code of constellations within us that is gridding these new earth frequencies into Gaia and into humanity. Okay? And so I want to tell you that new earth is already here. New earth, just like fifth dimension, is a frequency. So we can easily be shifting back and forth between old earth and new earth just by the frequency that we're residing in. For myself, when I wake up, I have to go through all of my processes to be able to activate my frequency to a point of alleviating up to those new earth frequencies, because I tend to feel quite heavy and tired and dredgy first thing when I wake up. Okay, let's be honest. I don't wake up first thing. I sleep until like 10 o'clock in the morning, but that's besides the point. It takes me a couple hours to really get into the flow and feel really good and blissful and expansive. And that's when I'm in, all right, here I am. I'm in the new earth frequencies. Now everything's flowing. Everything's feeling good, right? Right? So what's going to be happening for the rest of 2020, we're going to have like a myriad of different timelines available to us. So there's going to be those that are they haven't really woken up yet. And so they're going to be having a time. All right, they're going to be having a time because they haven't claimed their sovereignty yet. They don't even know that they're sovereign beings. So they are going to be living out timelines that are really difficult. And these timelines are going to really shake them up to help their soul wake up to remember who they are. Whereas for those of us that have been on the path of awakening for a hot minute, have been doing our ascension practices and so forth, we have the ability to tap in and tune in to these new earth templates, these new earth frequencies, and really play with them and create with them and just be in beautiful harmony with them. Okay, so we're all going to be kind of experiencing something a little bit different throughout 2020 based on our perception and based on the frequency and the timeline that we have subscribed to. So in order for us to be able to really tune in and anchor ourselves fully into those new earth timelines, we have to be increasing our bandwidth of light, our energetic frequency bandwidth, so that we can hold that much light, so that we can be that much light. And the more of us that are operating at those frequencies, the more activated and open and ascended Gaia and humanity gets. We pull people up into that timeline. It helps to wake up the rest of humanity with us being in those higher grids. Okay, so for us to be able to hold more light, it's not about us zipping up through all the different cosmos and dimensions and layers. And I mean, yes to all those. You know I'm a starseed. You know I'm all about those stargates and those portals and those gates and all of it. You know that's my jam. But the greatest transformation that's been happening within me is me getting down into my body. Being present with what is. Being present with my lower chakras, feeling the strength and the support of the throne of my root chakra. Our root chakra is our connection to Gaia. It's our connection to the physical realm. And here's the thing, we agreed to come here as souls having a human experience. The human experience is had through our body, through our lower chakras. Our lower chakras are our body, right? And so I had realized that I was escaping my body through all the journeys and the meditations and so forth, where I was, floating up out of my body, going up into my cosmos. Awesome. But I was also using it as a way to escape my body, of being really present with moving into my body and just being in my body. And as a result of me doing this work and being conscious of continuing to bring my awareness down into my body, I've gone through deep excavation, deep root excavation. I have gone through massive, massive shifts and recalibrations. I have worked through abandonment wounding. I've worked through all the relationships that I was giving my power away to still. But on the other side of that, it is so delicious and pleasurable to be in my body. The way that I show up is completely different. What goes on in the bedroom with my husband is completely different. I am feeling at a totally different level. I am receiving at a totally different level. The presence that I have with myself, with my dog, my husband, my clients, my business, nature, all of it is totally different. It feels so good. I feel more like my higher self now than what I ever have. And that comes down to me bringing myself down into my body to clear out what was going on in my body that was keeping me from wanting to be in there, right? So that she has space, the higher self has space to come in. This is the first lifetime. This is the first lifetime in which us starseeds get to be the full embodiment of our higher selves. What a gift that is. And so in order for us to be that higher self embodiment, to do what we came here to do, to assist humanity, to assist Gaia, we got to be in our bodies. We got to be in our vessel, in our vehicle, right? So I want to also remind you that you have a Earth Star portal. I don't see a lot of people talking about this chakra. So this chakra is below your feet, about 6 inches to a foot below the soles of your feet. And it is your connection to Gaia. So I'm actually just going to bring you into a quick little exercise. Let's just close our eyes and just put your feet on the floor, flat on the floor. And I want you to bring your awareness level of your consciousness down through your legs, down into the soles of your feet. Just feel your body kind of getting heavier and more centered as you bring your consciousness down to the soles of your feet. I want you to feel how the floor feels beneath your feet. Good. And now I want you to drop your consciousness level another 6 inches to a foot into your Earth Star portal, your Earth chakra. And this chakra is where you receive healings and grounding and nourishment from Gaia. And I want you to just see yourself opening your Earth Star portal now. Opening it, being gentle, opening the center. And begin to feel the flood of nourishment and energy coming up from Gaia into that star portal, flooding up through your body now. Just by you opening up that portal. Good. And now I want you to feel gravity, feeling the gravitational pull of Gaia's womb, drawing down, magnetizing, pulling down any dense energy, any stagnation through your body, down through your legs, down through your Earth Star portal. drawing it out of your body, leaving your body through the Earth Star portal. Good. Good. And I want you to just soften and surrender to gravity and just let go even more. Releasing. Releasing. Good. And we have now activated the divinity of your Earth Star portal. And when you walk across Earth, your Earth Star portal will be open to be receiving the nourishment, the codes, the activations, and grounding frequencies from Gaia. And likewise, Gaia will be receiving from you as you are in an antenna in which these light codes from the cosmos are showering through. And that gravitational pull helps bring those light codes down into your body and settle them into wherever in your body that they need to be. Beautiful. You've now activated a beautiful, harmonious relationship with Gaia through your Earth Star portal. She receives from you and she gives to you. You receive from her and you give to her. Beautiful. So I want to let you ladies know I'm offering a free journey next week starting on June 23rd, Tuesday. It's going to be a 6-day journey to help you get more into your body. We're going to be talking about root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus. We're going to be talking about just sharing any sort of tools and tips and techniques that I can give to you to assist you to be in your body, because now is a very, very important time that us starseeds ground into our body so that we can create heaven on earth for ourselves, because those templates are available to us now. We just have to fully claim our bodies to be able to utilize them. Okay, so I'm going to be streaming videos every other day from Tuesday, 3 videos every other day from Tuesday in the Sacred Sheepak group on Facebook. Now, if you're not in the Sheepak Facebook group, but you want to be, I'm going to leave the link in the show notes so you can join. However, if you would prefer to receive these trainings via email, remember this is a free journey. I'm just gifting this to you because I feel it's very important that we really ground these energies that we'll be receiving this weekend from the solstice and this ancient stargate that's opening. I'm going to also leave a link that you can drop your email in so you can just receive the trainings via email. So once again, that's going to be called the Presence Code, and it's going to help support you in bringing you down more into your body. This is going to be a huge focus of the work that I'm going to be doing in the world in the coming months, is to help ground starseeds. You know, we're very much activated in our star lineages. We're very, we know what we're doing in our meditations, our manifestations. Now it's about really grounding all of that into Gaia, into humanity, into the new earth. Okay? Oh, and there's just one thing I wrote down on my notes that I wanted to mention. If you roll up your sleeve and you look at your inner arm, you can see the shininess, the shimmerness, the luminosity of the crystalline structures that your skin and your body is now holding. So you can kind of like just pay attention to that. You can tell when you're holding more light based on, maybe you've all of a sudden started doing cucumber juices or other green juices, and you've cut out drinking alcohol and so forth, and you just notice that your body's holding more light. The inner arm is a great place to see that shimmer, see the crystalline structures. Okay, so I hope you join us for the Presence Code. I'm really, really excited about it. Once again, it's a free journey, and I am wishing you a beautiful, abundant, expansive, blissful, pleasurable portal solstice weekend this weekend. I keep hearing from my guides to not look back. Don't look at the destruction. It's already been done in the energetic world, in the energetic realms. We know that the physical world is the last piece of the puzzle to reflect. That's the last step. So it's already been done on the energetic world. Don't pay too much attention to what's going out there. Yes, stay informed, compassionate, send love, do your work, Do your inner work, look where you've been holding systematic racism within you, have those uncomfortable conversations and so forth, but very much be focusing on what it is that you're wanting to create, specifically this weekend. From Saturday to Monday, we're in a very, very strong, 100 times manifestation portal. So, what do you want to bring with you into New Earth? What frequencies do you want to feel? What do you want to create for yourself? How do you want your relationships to feel? How supported do you want to feel? What relationship do you want to have with your light team and so forth? What do you want your finances to look like? Your career, your healing, your vitality, your health, all of it. Really just lay down that grid of what it is that you're moving into. Feel into it. Don't look back. Set your intention too for world peace, for the eradication of world hunger, for the collapse of the poverty and scarcity grids and abundance being fully activated and flooding worldwide. No matter where you are in the world, you will always have money in your bank account, and you will always have clean drinking water, and you will always have nourishing food on your table. Envision clean oceans. Envision humanity working in harmony with Gaia. This is where we're going. The more of us light workers, light raisers, light leaders that continue to hold that vision, the more real it becomes in a gentler way. In a gentler way. Okay? Because we know that we have to dismantle and clear out to make way for that. And we're already seeing it happen. So I'm sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy solstice. Enjoy the new moon in Cancer. Enjoy this ancient Stargate opening. Enjoy the eclipse. We are in beautiful and profound times, my friends. It is an honor to be walking alongside you as we are in it. We are doing it. We came here for thousands and thousands and thousands of years to prepare for this moment. Enjoy it.